loob ko na natalo tayo last game, panalo na po ulit ang Boston Celtics. Pag-usapan po natin yung mga laro po ngayon at ano po ba yung mga nangyari sa mga games today sa NBA. Meron po tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 na laro po sa NBA. Pag-usapan po natin yan at sino ba yung mga kumana po sa bawat team? Ano po yung prediction ko next at ano yung mga highlights sa laro po ngayon, araw na ito. So, let's go ahead and do a countdown first and then when I get back, shoutout muna tayo and then pag-usapan na natin yung mga nangyari po na laro today.
Opinions expressed on this content is for entertainment only. The individual views of the guests and the comments by fans are their own and does not reflect the channel's and the owner's opinion. We respect everyone's opinions and comments, however we ask everyone to be respectful, understanding to each other. Let's have a healthy and fun conversation to promote the sports we all love. This video is copyrighted to Powcast Sports. If you wish to use part of this content, you may do so by getting less than a minute footage and following the fair usage policy guidelines. If you wish to advertise or be part of the show as a guest or would like to collaborate, please send an email to inquiry@powcast.net. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This content is presented by Arena Plus, Astig sa Sports. Okay, sa wakas, nanalo ulit yung Boston Celtics pagkatapos ng pagkatalo nila last game. So, I'm very happy to report to you today, mga Boston Celtics ko. At of course, hindi lang Lakers ang pag-uusapan natin. Kahapon kasi, medyo masakit ang pagkatalo ng Boston Celtics against the Golden State Warriors. This time around, di na nila pinadikit ng Kings. And the Boston Celtics took it all the way and won this basketball. So, pag-usapan po natin yan. At pag-usapan din natin konti yung Lakers, no? Kanina nakagawa na ako ng content sa Lakers. Pero we can dig into this as well. So, ito po yung ating Powcast NBA Games Recap that happens every time all of the games are done. So, yun po yung ating gagawin na live show po natin ito. So, ito na po ang ating mga laruan at simulan natin sa pinakababa, no? Of course, ito po. Celtics defeated the Sacramento Kings with a score of 144-119. Teka, mas maganda yata pag para kita nyo rin ako. Mas maganda pag kita nyo ako dito. Ating ipapayatin ng konti ito. Yan. Yan. Kaso hindi pala kita yung ano. Mas maganda yung kita yung scorer eh. Yan. So never mind. Ganito na lang para mas mas kita nyo po, no? Ayun. Ayan. Okay. Ito na. Medyo inubo ko. Maulan ba sa inyo, guys? Maulan ba? Maulan dito eh. So, Celtics, panalo po, 21-6 na po sila, still the best team in the East. At ang natalo po nila, ito pong Sacramento Kings. Ang ganda ng laban na to, grabe. Back and forth action po talaga yung nangyari dito sa laban na ito. And kala ko talaga, may pag-asang matalo. Buti na lang ay maganda ang nilaro po. Kahit po wala si Jason Tatum is not in the game because Jason Tatum has a sprained ankle. Kasi nangyari yan doon sa laro nila sa Golden State Warriors kahapon na ankle siya. Nilaro pa rin niya. So medyo sabi ko, sabi nga ng mga kaibigan natin, hindi maglalaro yan next. Tama nga nangyari. Pero doesn't matter. Kristaps Porzingis is the is in the game. Ang ganda rin ng laro niya. 7 out of 11. He scored. Actually, ang ganda rin ng stats nito eh. Laki natin ng konti. Di pala kita yung points. Yan. Kristaps Porzingis scored 24 points. Jaylen Brown din, ang ganda rin ng laro. Look at the field goal shooting, 11 out of 21. That's 52%. Sam Hauser finally found the basket. Last game po ng Boston Celtics, itong si Sam Hauser, di nakashoot kahit isang tres. Kaya medyo tinalo din. So ano talaga no, very important po talaga sa team no na it's not just the main players that needs to score. It has to be everyone that needs to score. And Sam Hauser is very important to the team as well because kailangan din ng mga shooting niya especially on crunch games such as the game against the Golden State Warriors. So Derek White 28 points. Derek White has been one of the inaasahan po talaga na ang ganda ng laro lagi nito ni Derek White and he's an all-around player po para po sa Boston Celtics at Derek White 28 points with 7 assists. Pero pinakamagandang laro overall po is si Jrue Holiday because si Jrue Holiday po ay naka-double-double and naka 8 rebounds pa to na. 8 rebounds, 10 assists, 21 points at kompleto yung stats po ni Jrue Holiday dito. So Jrue Holiday made the difference as well for the Boston Celtics. He played actually 33 minutes here, no? Para sila ni Sam Hauser. So that's the good thing about the Boston Celtics kasi pag kaya nilang tumambak ng kahit sinong team, sinasabi ko naman yan. Unfortunately, pag dinidigitan sila, yun ang kinakabahan ng konti. So Boston Celtics back on track. The Boston Celtics again wins this one and still the best team in the Eastern Division. Samantala naman sa Sacramento Kings, nasa na ba yun po? Ayan, okay. De'Aaron Fox, matindi. 9 out of 16 si De'Aaron Fox, 56% field goal shooting. Medyo malayo dito. Mas maganda yata pag no? Pag yung Yahoo Sports na lang. Masanay ako sa Yahoo Sports eh. Mas maliwanag yung nila eh. Malik Monk, nakailang points pa si Malik Monk? 10 points lang. 13 points. Sa bonus, medyo bantay sarado rin si Sabonis dito pero maganda pa rin na naman nilaro. It's just that Boston Celtics has too much firepower when they're clicking. If they are clicking, pag minalas, yun ang problema. But most of the time naman consistent po yung Boston Celtics. So, Boston Celtics won that game. Yan po yung pinanood ko actually. And I just want to give some comment. Kawhi Leonard, ito maganda. Ito ang gusto kong isang sabihin dito. The LA Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks, two of the best team. If you look at their record 17-10 and 16-11. Pero ibang klase ngayon ibang klase po talaga ang pinapakita ngayon ng Los Angeles Clippers. The Los Angeles Clippers actually ano po ito? Itong Los Angeles Clippers has a game, sunod-sunod na po. I think pang-7 na yata nila. Pang-9 na pala. 9-game winning streak ang Los Angeles Clippers. Teka. 9-game winning streak na po yan. Hindi na biro itong sunod-sunod na panalo po ng Los Angeles Clippers. At napakaganda talaga ng nilalaro ng halos lahat sila maganda nilalaro. So, Diyos, maganda pa ganito eh. Masyadong maliit yung mukha ko. Kailangan nakikita niyo yung mukha ko. Ako na bahala hanap dito. So, let's dig in closer dito po sa laro na ito. Sa Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. So, sorry, medyo parang inubo ko ng konti dito So, James Harden, 17 points, 11 assists. Kawhi Leonard, 30 points and 10 rebounds. Ang ganda rin ng nilalaro ng Kawhi Leonard. Wala dito si Paul George, no? Injured po siya. But I think that's a short-term injury. Samantala sa Dallas Mavericks, Dante Exum nabuhay uli, 16 points. Doncic 28 points lamang at si Kyrie Irving din po ay wala sa laro. Kaya naman, kinaya yan ng Clippers. I think the Clippers is gonna have a great upcoming games. Let me look at the next games of the Clippers. No? Tingnan ko lang dito. Ay, salamat po sa mga nanonood sa akin ngayon. I have only 72 viewers. I understand that and that's okay. And we're also live on X. Wala na siya nanonood sa X sa Twitter but para po sa halip na game commentary, live game commentary, maybe unless it's really a big game, ito na po ang gagawin ko muna, game recap na lang po muna. So, if you're enjoying the recap at gusto niyo po makipagkwentuhan every after game, please give us a share, like, and a comment po para ituloy-tuloy po natin itong ating segment na ganito dito po sa Powcast Sports. Okay? So, the schedule for the Los Angeles Clippers, who is on a 9-game winning streak. So, ang next game nila ay bukas against OKC. And on the 23rd, makakalaban po nila ang Boston Celtics. Ba, teka. Tingnan natin ngayon kung magtuloy-tuloy ang streak. Itong maganda. Sa Sabado, Boston versus 4:30 AM nga lang. So, kailangan natin gumising na maaga yung mga gusto pong makapanood ng laban na yan. So, tingnan natin. OKC, a formidable team. If they beat OKC, meron talagang may iba talaga na ang Clippers. And lalo na pag na-beat nila ang Boston Celtics this coming Saturday po, iba na yan. Okay? So, let's move on sa next game natin. By the way, the Dallas Mavericks, okay pa naman yung Dallas Mavericks. Nothing to worry about the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks 16-11, still in 6 in the lead. So, let's now go to the favorite of all. Favorito po ni Imon. Sabi kagad ni Imon dito, Fire Coach Ham. Anong gusto mong mangyari at na ipanalo ng Lakers ang lahat ng laro? Clippers ang pag-asa. Hindi, eto na po. Siyempre, inasar lang natin ng konti yung mga Lakers kasi sunod-sunod na po. 3 na po yan. 15-13 na yung record nila, no? 108-124. And Chicago Bulls, ito yung nakaka-worry po, no? Lakers, tinalo po sila ng San Antonio Spurs. Bottom team yan. Then Chicago Bulls, top 5 lowest team, tinalo din sila. So, there's something to look at. What is happening with the Los Angeles Lakers? There must be something going on because the thing is, if you look at the stats, and I'm just pulling it up right now. If you look at the stats individually, there are the same players that are not playing well. So may nagsisisi na sa coach. Si coach ba talaga problema? And if you look at this, itong LeBron James scored 25 points, 10 out of 18. Ano pa bang gagawin ni King James? 'Di ba? 10 out of 15 na yan. Anthony Davis has 19 points with 14 rebounds and on a 7 out of 15 shooting. That's not bad. No? So Austin Reeves as well. So, this is the same story dun sa mga talo po ng Los Angeles Lakers, which is, their main guys are scoring. But in today's NBA, you gotta have consistent support from the other players. And yung isa sa inaasahan nga, no? Isa po sa inaasahan ng Los Angeles Lakers. And I don't know if you agree with me. Comment if you do. Is itong to D'Angelo Russell. He played 27 minutes with 2 points only. No? And itong si Cam Reddish plays awful again with 5 out of 14. Just looking at the stats. So, ang Los Angeles Lakers po, ang paborito niyong team ay unfortunately 3 sunod-sunod na talo na po. 3 sunod-sunod na yan. Ano masasabi niyo dyan, LA? Lakers. Now, with what's happening, buti na lang nandiyan dyan si LeBron James sa inyo. Kung hindi, baka Clippers na is the LA team. So, better think about this, no? Let's go on. At bago natin patagalin dito, baka sabihin nyo puro LA. Atlanta Hawks and the Houston Rockets. Ooh, this is somehow a little bit of an upset as the Atlanta Hawks defeated the Houston Rockets. Now, start of the season, Houston Rockets actually had a very good start. Para sa akin, isa to sa, sabi ko nga, surprise team that could actually make it to the playoffs. That maybe could make it to the playoffs. So they're currently in the in-season bracket, 6-10, no, with 13 and 12. And winning against Atlanta Hawks, malaking bagay yan. Atlanta Hawks is not a pushover team. Ang Houston Rockets po, ang leading scorer nila kanina ay si Jabari Smith Jr. with 34 points and Fred VanVleet with 32 points. Unfortunately, kahit na meron silang dalawang players na tig 30 puntos, ay hindi pa rin umubla. Hindi pa rin umubra, no? Ito Dylan Brooks naka 19 points naman, ano? Ito po yung dating Grizzlies. Kaso natalo pa rin, ano? Para po sa Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young actually scored 30 points and yung kanilang mga bench players like Bogdanovic 22 points and si Onyeka Okongwu, ito po yung player na gusto yatang magano na gusto yatang maglaro sa Philippines. JMJ, any thoughts sa Lakers, Boss Pao? Yeah, medyo nahuli ka, but let me repeat my ano. Pwede po kayo magtanong anytime. I watch the Lakers, and it seems like, it's very obvious. The problem is very obvious. Sinabi mo na yan, sinabi na paulit-ulit na lang natin. The Lakers, kanina, nakita ko na yung stats ni LeBron James, nakita ko na rin yung stat ni Anthony Davis, tsaka ni Austin Reeves. They are all good. It seems like there's nothing to be worried about. But again, they're still falling short. And the obvious answer to that is the supporting cast. The supporting cast, kulang. Kung ganyan yung ano, no? Kung ganyan yung gagawin ni Cam Reddish na hindi makashoot, tapos si D'Angelo Russell, sa laki ng binabayad, 2 points lang, anong gagawin ng Lakers? At ang pinaka, ano dito, no? JM, ang pinaka nakakatakot dito sa Lakers, I mean, it's okay. The losing is part of the game, but to lose against the bottom teams, that tells you something. No, it's okay if you lose against the top contender, yung mga contender na dihado ka talaga, pero lamado sila. Coming into this game, they have the better record. Chicago Bulls actually is trying to find their identity, and that's why they're considering the trade. In fact, yung player pa nga doon, si Caruso, who actually played well, not a lot of score, but at least efficient yung kanyang scoring, they're expected to beat the Chicago Bulls, but they did not beat the Chicago Bulls. So what's happening to the Lakers? Okay, let's move back. Let's move to the next game. Knicks rolling. The Knicks, 16-11. Tinalo nila ang New Jersey or New Jersey tuloy. Brooklyn Nets, halatang matanda na rin, ano? Salamat JM Kidlat at Imon sa inyong mga komento. At thank you po sa pakikinig sa akin. Ang aking request lamang, give na naman ako ng like, share, and comment para po dumami po ang ating mga laging kausap tuwing hapon pagkatapos po ng mga laro sa NBA. 121-102 is the score between the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. So let's go ahead and talk about the story of that game. So unfortunately, the only story I could tell you is the stats because namimili lang ako ng mga dalawang papanoodin dito kasi maihilo talaga ako, no? Yung ano pinanood ko yung Philadelphia eh. Pero this one, medyo I'll give you the stat. New York Knicks, probably ano to, no? Parang pwedeng contender. Sa Knicks naman, Boss Pau, as long as na nababawasan turnover ng Randle, gaganda ng laro ng Knicks. Puchak, ganda ng laro ni Randle nga eh. Parang ano eh, talagang anchor si Randle at saka si ano, para kang mayroon kang Brusco Bros. Yung mayroon kang Randle, mayroon kang Bronson, very formidable. Parang hindi kinakabahan yung dalawa na to sa itsura nila, pero pwede silang mapa-basketball, mapa-boxing eh. So, yun ang sasabihin ko. Julius Randle scored 26 points. Jalen Brunson 16 points. And Dante DiVincenzo 23 points, who is on the waiver right now for our fantasy team. So, someone's gonna pick this guy up. I'm afraid to make a move today. Kasi hindi ko kailangan ko ng scoring, kailangan ko rin ng rebound sa fantasy team natin. Kulang ko sa rebound kasi injured yung mga sentro ko eh. Anyway, Julius Randle, 9 out of 20. Okay naman para sa akin. He's doing great. Jalen Bronson, 16. David DiVincenzo. Sa Brooklyn Nets, what happened here? Mikal Bridges. Ito, tinitrade ko pa naman ito ha. Pero the bad game for Mikal Bridges, 4 out of 21. And hence the story. And Spencer Dinwiddie rin, 3 out of 11. And Royce O'Neal, ang kanilang backup na may score, didn't actually play well as well. So, Very unfortunate. Puro kayo Lakers kasi napag-iwanan na ng ibang team. LA Clippers ngayon ang malakas. 'Di ba? Sabi ni Rocky. Ay, totoo naman. Totoo naman. Totoo. Denver Nuggets against the Raptors. The championship team of today, Denver Nuggets. Medyo hindi ako simula nung nawala sa akin si Nikola Jokic, hindi ako masyado nagpapapansin sa Denver Nuggets. But congratulations po. Still one of the best team in the West. 19 wins. Pero they're still behind one win against the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is 20-6. So the Denver Nuggets wins against the Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors, again, also a good team, but against the Denver Nuggets, kayang-kaya nila to. Nikola Jokic, as usual, I miss this kind of performance from my guy. 31 points, 15 rebounds. I want to see the field goal percentage of this guy. 13 out of 23. Okay, not bad. He has 2 blocks. Talagang kumpleto talaga si Nikola Jokic. No? Kaya dapat talaga dalawa pinalit dito. Kaso laging injured yung isang pinalit sa akin, JM eh. Imon, salamat ah. Uh, nakabawi Boston ko po. Yun nga yung una kong sinabi. Bawing-bawi. At anyway. So, si Jamal Murray, 20 points, 9 out of 22. Michael Porter is not having a good stretch, or not having a very reliable stretch. He's a so-so performer for the past couple of games for the Denver Nuggets. I wonder what's happening to Michael Porter Jr. Medyo sunod-sunod yung laro niya, hindi masyado maganda. So, yun. But then again, as long as Nikola Jokic is playing well, the Denver Nuggets has a big chance. And sa kabila naman, Scotty Barnes, 30 points, 13 out of 22. Yan, ang ganda, no? Sayang effort ng Scotty Barnes dyan pa. Kailangan ng reshuffle parang Lakers isa lang stats. Siakam at Barnes kung ang backup wala. Yeah. Siakam, 7 out of 16, 18 points. kulang. Gary Trent, 12 points. Precious at Shiwa. Ganda ng pangalan nito. 6 out of 10, 12 points. So, yan. Yan po yung nangyari sa Toronto Raptors. Let's move on. Marami kasing laro eh. Utah Jazz and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oy, may balita ako ha. Ang balita ko, isisingit ko lang dito sa inyo. Ang balita ko, si Ricky Rubio is bound to come back. However, bound to come back in the NBA. However, ito medyo iniintindi ko pang maigi. It looks like he wants to be a buyout. Magkakaroon ng buyout po with the Chicago Bulls. Kasi nagkaroon ng issue ito, according to the news, meron siyang, he's concentrating on his mental health. So, I don't know exactly what's the issue with Ricky Rubio. Maybe you can tell me, but he's bound to be back. Kasi okay naman ng guards ng yung Craig Porter Jr., okay. Of course, yung yung Darius Garland, okay. I don't know kung if it I don't know what's the plan of Cleveland Cavaliers, pero one of the players po, personally, ito po yung mga kakwentuhan ko po dito sa basketball. Isa sa players na talagang inaasahan ko noon na sisikat. Although, sikat naman siya sa NBA, pero still, this young phenom, bata pa lang siya, pinapanood na natin. I expected a little bit more from this guy. But I wouldn't call him bust, but I would say that the expectation to the kind of games that he was playing in Europe or in the international games, it's not the kind of games na nakita natin na nag-reflect. People are saying that the European game is harder. It should be easier for Ricky Rubio, but Ricky Rubio, sa pinaka-problema na nakita ko, aside from the injury, he cannot shoot. So hopefully he has improved that in his game. Ilan taon na ba si Ricky? Tingnan ko lang ilang taon na si Ricky Sensation. 1990. So 30 something na. 33? Tama ba ako? Okay. So let's move on. 116, 124. Ang gumawa po ay si teka, panalo pa ang Cleveland dito. Panalo ang Cleveland, wala po si Donovan Mitchell, wala rin po si Darius Garland, wala rin po si Evan Mobley. And yet the Cavaliers still defeated the Utah Jazz, who is potentially looking into going to a different direction. Kung hindi nyo pa alam, kaya lagi kayo makipagkwentuhan sa akin, o kayo, either kayo mag-share o ako mag-share sa inyo, Utah Jazz rumored to be shopping itong si Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson is inactive. Hindi rin po siya naglaro. Hindi rin siya naglaro. So, ang kumana si Max Strus 18 points, si Jared Allen sa with 17 points, but ang pinakakumana talaga, grabe, 23 points si Chris Levert. Chris Levert, come on, man. I was holding this guy for a long time sa aking fantasy league. Taboy biglang biglang kumana ng 23 points. Sam Merrill 27 points. I don't know this guy. Itong malupit kaya naman pala nanalo is lahat po ng bench ng Cleveland Cavaliers are in double digits. George Niang, Tristan Thompson, all in double digits. Samantala sa kabila, Lauri Markkanen 26 points. Colin Sexton, isa rin dito sa player na hawak ko. Pero ngayon, I think, does anyone hold him sa ating fantasy? Ay, meron yata eh. Kasi I was holding this player for a long time. And with the potential departure of Jordan Clarkson, he's gonna get a lot of opportunity, including si Talon Horton Tucker. Yon, basa muna ako ulit ng comment. Boss Pao, ask ko lang opinion mo about Dub. Sa tingin mo, dapat ba ilagay sa starting five si Trace Jackson Davis, then off to the the bench to Looney? Salamat. Sa tingin ko, hindi po. Sa tingin ko lang, bigyan lang nila ng much more playing time. I think Kevin Looney is still good. Ang advantage ni Jackson Davis, mas bata at saka mas nakaka-score. Maganda rin. I think okay naman siya sa backup. Siguro bigyan lang siya ng more playing time. Yun. Yun lang sa akin ha. Kasabay ni Kyrian si Rubio sa draft. Yeah. Malabo na ang Rubio, tsaka if makabalik siya, boss, wala na rin talagang sense. Yun lang. Yun. Siguro pwede siyang Rubio sa Europe na lang maglaro, baka mas mabigyan pa siya ng playing time. Mas respected siya dun eh. Levert is a decent player. Yung time niya sa Nets, effective siya. Yep, Nathan, thank you. Pas Pao, tingnan mo si Sam Merrill. Player ng Cleveland yun ang kumana. Yan nga, nakita ko nga eh. Grabe, 27 points yung Sam Merrill. Sa Utah Jazz, John Collins, okay. Itong John Collins, parang rin dito si John Collins. I don't know, no? Hindi masyado maingay, John Collins. Is he doing great sa Utah Jazz? John Collins, ang ganda ng ginagawa nito sa Atlanta, and then pagdating dito sa Utah, okay naman pala. Pero hindi siya hindi siya starting five. Anyway, mamaya po yung prediction ha. Tingnan muna natin yung mga nangyayari po muna. Recap muna tayo sandali ha. So sunod-sunodin ko po, I will give you picks on each of the games. And so far naman, maganda naman yung aking percentage sa mga pinipili kong panalo. Kaya kung sakali po pala, no, just to segue ko lang, thank you sa pag-ask, Ryan ha. Kung sakali po na kayo po ay gustong makisama sa laruan at gusto niyo ng Arena Plus, ito lang po, scan niyo lang po ito. Or kung ayaw niyo ng bonus at may pera naman kayo, pwede niyo i-scan na ito. I-scan niyo po yan. Para maka-register kayo. But if you want bonus, sendan lang po kayo ng message sa akin. Meron pong autoresponder dyan, frequently asked questions. Nakasulat naman doon, how to watch NBA. And then, kailangan po sa link ko po kayo mag-register para po mag-credit sa akin. At tapos bibigyan nyo na ako ng screenshot. Tapos, pag nakita ko na nag-deposit kayo ng 100, babalik ko po sa inyo yung 100. Okay? Good deal? Good deal. Yeah. So, message lang. Let's go. Collins. Sayang na player, magaling. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to okay. Nanalo rin ng Indiana Pacers. Parang sunod-sunod, no? Yeah. Yan ang mas okay sa Lakers, Boss Pao. Yeah, okay. Mas okay sa Lakers. Sige. Let's look at the Indiana Pacers bounce back, no? Tingnan ko nga. Parang yung Indiana Pacers din medyo in the recent games, meron hindi masyado nagpapanalo eh. But panalo din sila ngayon. Just to go back, titingnan ko lang sandali yung schedule ng Indiana Pacers kung ano ba yung nangyari sa kanila. Indiana Pacers. So, the Indiana Pacers, tama nga. Grabe, sunod-sunod talaga yung talo ng Indiana Pacers. After nila na magpakitang gilas, parang, uy, may trend pala bro, JM at saka Jambalaya, may trend. Lahat po ng magagaling sa in-season tournament, naubusan ng lakas. Pansin ko yung Lakers. Lakers, di ba? Ang galing-galing nila sa in-season tournament. Sunod-sunod yung talo. Tapos ngayon, itong Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers lost to Los Angeles Lakers sa in-season. Pagkatapos nun, nanalo sila sa Detroit. Sino ba namang matatalo ng Detroit? Sino kaya ang kaninong team kaya mananalo ang Detroit? No, nasunod-sunod na yung talo. Pagkatapos noon, puros talo sila. Milwaukee, Washington, Minnesota, Los Angeles Clippers, Charlotte Hornets, sa wakas nanalo din sila. So Charlotte Hornets, a win by the Indiana Pacers, a much needed win. Yan. So sinong ang gumawa? Tyrese Haliburton 19 points. 6 out of 14. Not as accurate si Tyrese Haliburton ngayon. Naging tao na si Tyrese Haliburton. Naging tao na po dahil yung kanyang stats dito is parang hindi na kasing very impressive kasi yung stats nito ni Tyrese Haliburton for yung earlier game. Sobrang gaganda talaga ng mga pinapakita nito ni Tyrese. 'Di ba? And he was already in the conversation of the becoming one of the NBA MVP candidates, but looks like it's not gonna happen now. Send me a message, guys, doon sa mga gusto po manood ng NBA games na libre. Hindi nyo na kailangan ito offer ko ha. Daming nagpapag-game sa Facebook. Kayo nagpapadala ng GCash. Ako mag-GCash sa inyo. Message lang kayo sa akin. Saan pa kayo makahanap niyan? 'Di ba? Okay. So, Charlotte Hornets, kumusta na ba Charlotte? Ang aking Mark Williams hanggang ngayon injured pa rin. Miles Bridges 19 points. Good comeback talaga. Miles Bridges talaga pagkabalik okay, no? Terry Rozier 25 points. Eksakto talaga, no? But so I'm always gonna wonder how is it gonna work if Terry Rozier and LaMelo Ball they would have a better performance. Dalawang matindi eh. Matindi rin to si Terry Rozier. Brandon Miller, the rookie, 9 out of 17. PJ Washington 12. Yeah, it's just Indiana is the better player. So, I bet the better team. Okay, eto na. What's happening to the Orlando Magic also? So, this is something also that I would like to know because the Orlando Magic, it seems like they were rolling. They were good until they become regular team again. Talo na naman sila. 5-5 na po in the last 10 games, the Orlando Magic has won 5 and lost 5 games. And tinalo sila ng Miami Heat here, who's the Miami Heat, you don't have to worry about them eh. Kahit sino nandiyan dyan, talagang they're gonna be there. I mean, they're not gonna be as good in the regular season, but come playoffs, nagbabago yung anyo nila eh. Parang pag playoff yung Miami Heat, parang umaapoy eh. But this time around, the battle of the Florida, anong tawag pag taga Florida? Floridanian? Florida, 115-106. At the leading scorer for that is none other than the hero, Tyler Hero, 28 points. At teka, ba't pala siyan dito? Jimmy Butler isn't even playing. 28 points si Tyler here. Bam Adebayo with 18 points. Jaime Jaquez, the Rook, 10 points. And then a nice contribution again by the bench of the Miami Heat. Everyone in double figure. except for Orlando Robinson. Thomas Bryant 12 points, Duncan Robinson 12 points, Haywood Highsmith with 15 points, and Josh Richardson with 12 points. And there's just nothing they could do. There's just one guy sa Orlando na medyo nag-worry ako because I've been following this guy kasi itong player na to is my player dito sa fantasy league namin. He's Franz Wagner. 5 out of 14. So that's not a very good shooting for Franz Wagner. I'm not used to seeing him na shoot poorly itong si Franz Wagner. 15 points. Paolo Banquero, very inconsistent. 2 out of 12, 10 points. Nung isang araw, sobrang dami ng contribution niyan. Ngayon, ang pangit na naman. Wendell Carter Jr. is back. 8 points. Yeah, and 6 rebounds. So, ibig sabihin, my favorite center is no longer going to get a lot of time. Si Goga Bitadze with just 2 blocks. And that's it. Cole Anthony, 20 points, 8 out of 13 for Cole Anthony. So, yan. Yan. So, Franz Wagner, next time galingan mo naman, ano? Um, yung mga trade ko, I always wonder now if I still got Julius Randle and Nikola Jokic. Ang kapalit sa akin yan si James Harden. Sino nga James Harden, Paul George, Franz Wagner, Mark Williams. Yun talaga yung kapalit sa akin And so far, parang ano yata, lugi yata ako Kala ko panalo ko Sino pa ba yung nakuha ko dyan? Si Smith. Si Smith pala nakuha ko si Smith. So, okay yun. Babasa muna ako ulit And then we go on to the next game. Ito yung pinanood ko na game. Ang ganda. Yung sa Sixers. Pakita ko na yung score sandali. Then basa ako ng comment nyo. The last game natin pag-uusapan. And then I'll go to the comment section na talaga. Sunod-sunod. Okay? So, Imon Butler din na ata kailangan sa super team sa Miami. Tama na ata. Derek White, the barometer. Galing ni Derek White, bro. Orlando Magic just doing what Jazz did last season. Sakit sa field goal. Bata pa kasi talaga sila, boss Pao, kaya more on the aim is mag-shoot lang at yung decision makinig din para pa talaga matured. Imo, mas okay lalo pag napunta si Heat si Lillard, parang Wade din ang intensity. Yeah, okay. So, let's look at the last game for today. Well, not the last game. The last game that we're gonna be talking about. This happened earlier actually 127-113 and without looking at the stats I will tell you right now grabe ka Joel Embiid. Grabe to si Joel Embiid, no? Joel Embiid actually ang nagbuhat dito sa team na to and Joel Embiid scored 51 big points with 12 rebounds. Who can stop Joel Embiid? Meron ba? Grabe to si Joel Embiid, lakas. Mamaw game. That's all I'm gonna say. Mamaw, itong si Joel Embiid as he takes the Philadelphia again, 19-8 as pang ilan na ba sila sa East? Tight ang mga top teams, no? Philadelphia, Milwaukee at saka Boston. Ito yung Boston, Milwaukee, Philadelphia ang matured team. Kasi yung mga magagaling nila is ano na rin, kumbaga matured na rin in a way. In a Jason Tatum, sina Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Milwaukee Bucks, they got of course Giannis and itong si Lillard, and then of course Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. And Joel Embiid, grabe ang ginawa. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey got 35 points. Alam mo, itong Philadelphia is a good example of you don't need the backup. Kasi Joel Embiid talagang binuhat niya na Binuhat niya Itong Joel Embiid, ang laki ng frame niya, pero ang ganda ng ano niya, no? Ang ganda ng galawan niya. I mean, he's a little bit slow, kung parang ganun. But no one can stop this guy as of the moment. So, very scary ito kay Joel Embiid. Bata pa naman So, 51. The rest of the players, wala. Huh? Okay. And Minnesota. Sa Minnesota, natalo sila dito. So the Minnesota, standing ng Minnesota ngayon, no? Two of the best team kasi. Minnesota Timberwolves, ay, 26 na. Oy, Boston Celtics reclaims the best team in the NBA today. Pwede ko pala i-post ito. Ipo-post ko para ang tawag dito, para maganda-ganda. Ipagyayabang ko muna, ha? Okay lang? Okay. So, tomorrow's game. Let's talk about tomorrow's game. And then, pag-usapan na rin natin yung mga prediction ko for tomorrow's game. So, let's look at tomorrow's game before I read the comments. Ito po yung mga games tomorrow. Here we go. So, the games for tomorrow, Utah Jazz and the Detroit Pistons. Ito na ba ang pag-asa? Feeling ko mananalo na ang Detroit dito. Ano sa tingin nyo, guys? Detroit, tatalpa ko sa Detroit. Tatalpa ako sa Detroit. Anong odds niya? Let me see. Detroit, Utah Jazz for tomorrow. Bakit wala? Ha? Ay. Mahina. Parang mahina eh. Pelicans versus Cavaliers. Pelicans. Clippers ako dito sa Clippers versus Thunders. Clippers, sa tingin ko mananalo dyan. And Magic versus Bucks. Gotta pick the Bucks on this one. Pacers versus Grizzlies. Interesting. I'm gonna watch this one. Pacers versus Grizzlies with Ja Morant. Grizzlies is totally a changed team. I mean, a different team. So, pero hindi pa yata maglalaro si Marcus Smart. If Marcus Smart plays, then there'll be another, parang dagdag na naman sa problema ng mga kalaban nila. San Antonio versus Chicago. Chicago just beat the Lakers, so Chicago ulit tayo. Lakers versus Minnesota Timberwolves. Lakers, asa pa ba kayo manalo kayo sa Minnesota Timberwolves? Sino nga asa dito sa mga Lakers fan na mananalo sa Timberwolves? Wizard versus Portland. Parang talunan. So, hirap. Siguro ako, Portland ako dito, Portland. Okay, so yan na po ang ating mga games for tomorrow. Everyday po pag-uusapan natin yan. And before natin tapusin itong ating show, we go to the comment section para po pagbigyan po ang mga fans pag sila po may mga tanong. Again, don't forget to scan the QR code here para po makapag-send kayo ng message sa akin at mabigyan ko kayo ng bonus. Okay? Kung hindi mo pa nagagawa yan, gawin mo na habang may pera pa ako. Okay? Sa YouTube, guys, sa Facebook maraming nanonood kasi. Sa YouTube, konti lang. Barya lang sa YouTube. So, tulungan niyo po ako na palaganapin din po yung ating basketball community sa YouTube sa National Basketball Association. Okay? So, kung okay lang po, please, manood naman kayo din sa YouTube paminsan-minsan. Okay? Okay, basahin po natin dito. Embiid versus Wembanyama. This is a must-watch. Durog to si Wembanyama kay Embiid, bro. Durog yan. Pag durog yan. But the problem kay Embiid, masyadong abuse. Isa sa kinakatakot ko yan. Baka mamaya sa mga kalagitnaan, mga pahinga na, Boss Pao. Same thing with all of the other veterans, no? So that's the risk that they're trying to make. But JM being great, you gotta have sacrifice. And syempre kasama yan yung longevity. Kaya nga Cleveland si LeBron James ay tinatawag na great eh. Detroit Pistons. Jay Chavez. Ay, very smart. Jonathan Monterico Revillame. Boston Celtics tinalo lang ng purok 11. Ikaw talaga. Lakas mo mga sa... Anyway guys, yan na po. If there's no more questions, ako yung magpapaalam na. So, samahan na lang po ulit ako siguro recap na lang talaga ang gagawin ko everyday just to talk about what's happening in the NBA and may picks for tomorrow. Sabihin niyo kung may magmali, At kung sino po ang ngayon, kung sino mag-message sa akin ng Boston Celtics ako 200 sa messenger ko dito na wala pang Arena Plus, kung wala pa, bigyan ko ng 200. Hindi 100, para lang sa mga ka-Boston Celtics ko 'yan. Kasi panalo ang Boston Celtics ngayon, it's time to celebrate. Okay? Game. Salamat po, salamat. Bye, guys.